Hi, everybody. I mean, we also had what? Two other people show up, and I need to mute this so we don't get any audio feedback.
Okay, there's you, there's me. We're all good to go. Hey guys, welcome back to another stream.
Oh, so
Snooze the
you are back
ad.
in
We just
time.
started.
Is a blessing and a curse being Twitch affiliate.
Uh,
um, yeah. Where
it's
am I
it's
going?
it's been a
I'm going
while.
to.
We're gonna play some Pokemon Emerald today.
And while he's doing that, I'm going to be going through eggs again.
Yes. Also, I forgot to put my badges on the screen, so I've got a few to add.
They're wait. Those are also the Kanto gym badges.
Wait, have I got the wrong badges?
Yes,
Oh my god.
those are the Kanto gym badges. Oh, today is just not your day.
It's not my day.
Hmm.
You know
Oh,
what? Just
but
hang on.
oh,
Just I'm gonna get rid of these. Get rid.
there we
Get
go. I
there we
am now
go.
also live
Remove them
because
all.
today's just a little bit of a cluster. Hi
Yeah.
everybody. Welcome to the Saturday Vibe session with coffee.
So we're at six
Coffee
badges
will be
right
going
now.
to
Uh, what was the next gym again? I forget.
seventh, I believe, is Tate and Liza. But as Coffee is going through Pokemon Emerald for the first time,
Yes.
I will be finishing out this recent batch of eggs because we managed to get something very cute and very rare. I would like to introduce you to Leif, the shiny Bulbasaur. And I realize that my model is in the way of the name, so we will just do this. We will move me to the other corner.
I see an use the Devon scope. Hello, Kecleon.
Yes, it is Kecleon. But Leif was actually hatched via the Pseudopathid in this most recent batch of eggs. So my goal is to just rip through the rest of these and set up another hunt. I don't know who will be replacing Bulbasaur in that instance just yet. I'm thinking Charmander because I do still have Squirtle in the mix. So if I can at least get one generation's starters complete, that will make me very happy. And yes, it is Generation 1 because I figure that's kind of the best place to start. Speaking of eggs, here we go. Let's see if it's shiny. Let's see. And it's a Bulbasaur. It is not a actually, yeah, no, it is not a shiny Bulbasaur, but it's still a Bulbasaur. So you guys know the drill with what I do with starters that I don't particularly want. I will swap them out, and then I will trade them to somebody else. And if I end up getting a trade bot, then, well, we just remove the Pokemon. Because I am very particular about my shinies.
Yeet the cheat.
Exactly. Just a heads up for Tate and Liza, because I feel like you're gonna need it. Their team is different than Ruby and Sapphire.
Okay.
Swampert supposed to be able to rip through it relatively easily.
I mean, I haven't played Ruby and Sapphire either, so...
I'm just saying that Swampert should still be able to rip through the team easily, especially if you teach it, sir.
Yeah. I still question how Aron can use Iron Tail when it doesn't really have a tail.
It really doesn't get a tail until it evolves into Angron. So what would you call Laron's tail?
I mean, it has a tail. It's a short one, but it's still a tail.
It's a nub!
It's still something.
It's a little nubbin! Oh, I should also check for Terra Raids as well, because there are a couple Pokemon missing from my deck.
It's not about the size, it's how you use it.
Sir, we are live. We don't need that nonsense.
What are you talking about? I was just talking about Laron.
Sir, we are live. Oh. But as I was trying to say before, I should check the Terra Raids. Because I know that there's a couple Pokemon that can show up there that I don't have in my decks. So... Also, I need to yeet this Polydode out of existence. Because it is not legitimate. I will hunt for Poliwag on my own time, thank you. There we go. And then we will just move one of our eggs to fill the empty slot. And yeah, let's check the Terra Raids, shall we? What do we got? Superior, which I'm not dealing with. Blissey, which we'll kind of be dealing with because there's a bunch of Blissey raids around right now. Kamalo, Snorlax, Magmortar, Avalugg, Electivire, and Garchomp. No dice. Nothing yet. Okay, let's just keep moving. Just moving right along. And yes, another egg's hatched.
Oh yeah, I forgot that I've beaten this gym already.
Another Bulbasaur. Okay.
So we can move on from this place. Where's the map? Pokemap.
I think I've hit a patch of just Bulbasaur eggs.
Egg.
Now, if I do get a second shiny Bulbasaur, which can happen, I'm honestly thinking about trading it to Darkus. Or at least checking with him to see if he wants it.
Go for it.
Granted, I have to get the shiny first.
Now here's a thought. Should I catch the Mightyena or should I just evolve my Poochyena?
Depends. How much time are you willing to put in?
For Poochyena, I don't think I don't think it's a team keeper.
If you're not gonna put it on your team and use it afterward, then it's just better to catch for the decks.
Ah, shit. I forgot they have Roar.
Than just wasting time, you know?
Yeah.
And there's a normal Eevee. I could go for Espeon, but I really want at least one shiny evolution. And if I have to breed for it, I will. Do you want to be in another surprise trade? Yes.
How do I move this clump of
Considering
How do I move this clump
Sorry?
of grass?
Let me take a look. That's I believe that's a secret tower spot, actually. Granted, I haven't necessarily used secret power, because, well, I needed to.
Secret power's the one that's needed to make a base, right?
Yeah. Alright, Evie.
Whismer's evolving!
Into Loudred! Which, hot take. I feel like the entire Whismer line's a little bit underrated. And I feel like normal type in general is just a somewhat underrated pick.
Yeah.
You know?
What level does Loudred evolve into X-Cloud?
Oh, gosh. When I was... I believe it's like 40 to 45.
Oh, Jesus.
That's a Zorua raid. I don't need that. Especially because it probably has illusion, so it would swap into somebody else.
What type is
Yay!
what type
I'm
is
not
next gym?
stuck in a
I
massive
forget.
trade loop. Sorry?
What type is the next gym? I forget.
Psychic.
Psychic.
Well, yeah. They're supposed to be psychic. But the reason I say Swampert's a really good pick for it, especially if you teach it Surf, is because 3 out of the 4 are weak to water.
Okay.
The only one that isn't is Xatu. And even then, you could probably get decent coverage for it via Ice Beam or teaching another Pokemon Thunderbolt. Also keep in mind that Kate and Liza's the only double battle in the game, so make sure that your team accounts for that.
I'm putting away Loudred for now.
Give me a gold coin, because I still don't have 900. And at least the roaming ones will actually respawn, which is nice. And we've made it to our first Bluesky raid! Actually, hang on. Before I do much of anything, hello, Master Chief. I have an idea. And I'm going to tweak the superior I have. Because I did manage to get, to win the most recent, raid for that. And I'm gonna tweak its moveset a little bit. Do I have Giga Drain? That is my question. Bulk up, Bullet Seed, which you can learn, but that is a physical move.
Do you have any moves that can strike a flying Pokemon? Yes, I do.
Dazzling Gleam, Draco Meteor, D-Dance, Drain Punch, Draining Kiss.
Yeah.
Energy Ball. That's actually a really good one to keep in mind. However, I want something else. Frenzy Plants? No.
Doesn't Energy Ball do more damage the bigger the Pokemon is?
No. That's Grass Knot. And we're gonna get rid of... Actually, no, we shouldn't get rid of Iron Tail, because that can actually be an egg move. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of Gastro Acid. Grassy Terrain. Gunshot, Heat Wave. Actually, wait, Superior can learn Grassy Terrain? Cool! Unfortunately, means I might have to replace Irontail, which I'd really rather not. and the reason I don't want to is because Irontail is actually an egg move for Snivy. So I'm looking to see if there's any more.
Oh my god, the sprite for Natu is so cute. He is Orb.
It's Natu. He's supposed to be cute.
I know, but the way they've done it, just he is majestic Orb.
Skill swap, Sludge Bomb, Solar Beam, which would be great on a Sun team if I was actually using Superior on a Sun team. Spikes, Stealth Rock, Stone Edge, Store Power, Struggle Bug, Sunny Day Swift, Swords Dance. He has Contrary though, so that's kind of a problem. Thunderwave, Thunder Bolt, Toxic Spikes, Trailblaze, Trick Room, U-Turn, Water Pulse, Wild Trick, Will-O-Wisp, X-Scissor. Okay, so I think Superior is tweaked enough that I feel comfortable with the set. And the reason I was checking for something is because Superior has Contrary. So, if Contrary is a very interesting and scary ability. If you lower a stat, it ends up being a boost. Alternatively, if you try to boost a stat, you're actually not going to get very far because you end up lowering the stat instead. So, the main thing is for Superior to actually just spam Leaf Storm till its special attack gets crazy high and then proceed to destroy everything. It's fun. Or at least, it's a very simple strategy that works out relatively well. And if you pair it with, if you pair it on a Sun team, I would think it would do particularly well, because then if you pair it on a Sun team, Solar Beam actually can go off in one turn as opposed to two. 2 Meowscaritas and 2 Superiors. This will be fun. Also, it's a Blissey raid. We're not expecting too much. Just experience candies and Terra Shards right now. But the fact that I have a decent answer for any water type raid now is nice. Superiors and Meowscaritas.
This Manectric is kicking my ass.
I'm sorry. Well, you're also paralyzed, so that's not necessarily helping.
Oh, it's already bodied my Aron.
Ow. I am going to use another Leaf Storm. Really quick.
Wait, how did it paralyze? I didn't do anything.
Static.
On itself?
If you hit it, you have a chance to be paralyzed.
No. I mean, like, Manectric is paralyzed and I did nothing.
Gardevoir has synchronized, or what? Wait, no. Gardevoir has trace, so it traced the static.
Huh. Alright.
So when Manectric hit you, static procs. And because this is Generation 3, electric types can actually be affected by paralysis. Make sure that we terastallize.
Everything else I stocked upon revives.
And just general healing items that are not lumberries.
Ugh.
like Paralyzed Heals and Awakenings.
My question is, why is Trappin so gosh darn squishy? It's a ground type. It's supposed.
Yet.
It's a ground type. It's supposed to have good defense.
Not necessarily. Yeah. We had this right in the bag. It took a bit. We're fine. We're fine. And I'm not gonna catch this, because I don't need to. Plus, it's not shiny, so I'm not gonna worry about it. And we got some Terra Shards, as you guys can see, and we also got some large experience candies, and some rare candies, too.
It is raining!
Granted, experience candies are a little bit better.
Castform is water type now. Fuck me.
In its defense, you really should have noticed that it was raining. Where do I want to go? Do I want to go down towards the bug grade? Or do I go... Yeah, I usually go down, so we're actually gonna go to this dragon raid here, next to the Dunsparce outbreak. And whoop, I'm actually going to buttons. I'm pressing them in the wrong order, and that's not good. I'm actually gonna go down to the lighthouse here. Or they call it a watchtower, which, yeah, I guess that works. And then start making our way over. Dun, 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 dun. I don't necessarily need another Dunsparce game, so I'm not gonna worry about it. Already got a 2 segment, and I'm not trying to go for the 3rd. Egg! Eggy! Let's see.
I think if I remember correctly, doesn't Zubat evolve at level 20, I think?
20, 25. Somewhere in that range.
Yeah.
Hello, Squirtle. You are gonna make somebody very happy. Or at least, I hope so. Because Squirtle is just cute. Squirtle is just very, very cute.
I found a revive.
Congratulations! You've done it.
Also, I see that fake tree over there.
I'm sorry, the what?
There's like painted trees of where ninjas are.
Oh.
So like, you can tell where they are because like the background of the tree paper that they have looks slightly different.
Oh. I actually forgot that they did that in Gen 3. I kind of wish that they...
I wish they kept that.
Kept that, as opposed to what they did in Generation 4.
Which is them popping out of holes.
Which are honestly even more obvious. I mean, yes, I
mean, when you first start, you're like, what is this mound of dirt?
Get surprised by them, but still. Sorry?
I was saying when you first encounter them in Generation 4, like when you first play, You're like, what is this mound of dirt? Click say, oh.
Oh, hello. Like, it's one of those little gimmicks that, yes, I get. It makes sense for the character. But it's also kind of boring. If that makes sense?
Yeah. Although speaking of ninjas, can we all agree about like the shit that happened with Ash's Greninja is bullshit?
Ash Greninja. A lot of people are gonna like Ash Greninja and the extension of the Kalos anime, which Kalos anime was actually pretty good from what I understand.
Like I've watched it.
Like,
it's pretty good. Like he raised it from a Froakie.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, eh.
Battlebond Ash Greninja was definitely it feels like a play for money. It honestly does.
Like, I get it was meant to be a... Like, they're supposed to develop Ash's aura a bit more, because that's why Lucario was introduced later on.
Introduced? You mean put on his team?
Well, when I say introduced later on, I mean, like, Greninja was on his team first, and he synchronized with Greninja first. Which I think is why he synchronized so well with Lucario and Riolu.
Which he managed to do that in Generation 8.
But I think it was just
pointedly,
I think it was just the fact that like they picked this one specific Pokemon and they were like, let's just make this one have a buff, but when he's not around Ash, you don't get this buff.
yeah, I'm kind of annoyed by that, and I'm also kind of annoyed that it was Greninja and not Lucario.
Like at least he got
come on.
At least he got Mega Evolution with Lucario later on, which you can't do unless you have a strong bond with a Pokemon.
Well, you also can't necessarily do it in Generation 8, so it's definitely a plot contrivance.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you can't do that in Generation 8. Like, come on now. If you're gonna give all of the gimmicks, you might as well just have him use the gimmicks in their respective generation.
Yeah.
Meaning that he should have gotten Mega Evolution and a Lucario, which isn't even out of the question because we do that as the player in the Gen 6 games.
Can you even can you even Mega Evolve Greninja?
No. Which is
Dumb.
yet another complaint that I have, but that's
Questionable.
I'm trying to have fun.
Questionable.
I'm trying to hatch my eggs. I'm not.
No,
trying to be as
we're
bulky.
we're talking Pokemon goods and bads here. It's a 5. Like personally, I still don't understand why.
About it.
Go on.
The worst part about it is now that Ash is well, I shouldn't say canonically retired, but now that Ash is out of the picture, I think I would like her. I think I would actually enjoy the new anime even more. Because it's like new character, new vibe, new gen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Supposedly, Ash
I
also
can
had
dig this.
Ash also had a couple of children.
I'm sorry, a couple of what?
Children. Like when he got older, he had a couple of children.
He did?
Apparently.
When? What?
It was. I think it was
Seriously, like, when did this show up?
a while ago. It was sometime after the final episode aired. But it was mainly like they still said like Ash went on adventures after the point that we saw the end.
Which makes sense. Did you honestly think he was going to settle down?
No. But from what we know, we think he settled down with, what was her name? Is it Serena? Or Selena? Serena?
If it wasn't Serena, the fan base would riot.
Yeah. Aaron's evolving.
And the reason I say that the fan base would riot is because she canonically kissed him.
Yeah. So apparently,
Yeah,
like
being a dumbass.
there was a piece. I don't know if it's a official artwork or not, but I'm pretty sure it is because of the style. But there's a picture of him with 2 other kids, with Serena. But him as an adult, because he's got like little chin whiskers.
Yeah.
I have a poison Pokemon. Do I have something that can heal it? I'll use a lava cookie.
I was going to say, you've got the lava cookie, you're fine. Now, when you use the last lava cookie, then we're gonna have problems.
Why?
Because then you're gonna have to go into your full heals, and when you're out of full heals, then I don't know what you're gonna do.
I can buy more full heals once we get to the next Pokemart. And we have Fly if they're not in the mart. Okay, that's a cool intro from Sableye. Also, we have a Lairon now. So he has a nubbin.
He's got a nub.
I honestly would love to have, like, if Pokemon was a real thing, I would love to have an Aron and just have it, like, raise it until it's an Aggron.
Where would you put it?
In my house?
Sir, again, where would you put it? Because
Actually, what is the height of an Aggron?
I think Aggron is at least 5'11", I think.
Yeah, you can fit through a doorway.
Depending on the doorway, yeah.
If not, make him a shed.
Like, I get the feeling that you would do that for most Pokemon anyway.
Yeah.
And we got another Bluesky raid, and also doing the trade. Because if I'm in a trade loop, I would like to know that now.
This tree looks like it can be cut down. I don't have a Pokemon that can cut it. So, I'll come back to it later. Hello, my Deanna.
I'm in a trade loop. Yay. But admittedly, it's not the worst thing in the world.
Yeah.
Because there is a good chance I get something that fills up my decks.
See if we can catch this mighty Anna.
And for the raid, we're actually going to go back to my first box, which is coincidentally full of shinies. And we're going to select an old, reliable favorite for mine. Annihilate. Or as I like to call him, Kratos.
Got it.
Nice.
Mightyena, the bite Pokemon. In the wild, Mightyena live in a pack. They never defy their leader's orders. They defeat foes with perfectly coordinated teamwork.
So in other words, they literally are wolves.
Yeah. I think the only thing I would probably struggle with if Pokemon, like the Pokemon world was a real thing, is the whole if a trainer meets another trainer's eyes, then they got a battle. I'd be the type to be like, accidentally makes contact with someone else's eyes. And they start walking towards me. I'm like, oh, fuck no, fuck no, fuck no!
If Pokemon battles were a thing, first of all, they would actually be somewhat regulated by the governing bodies that be. I would think.
Probably get those Rotom drones.
That's another thing. How would you stop a Rotom from just trying to infect everything? Also, some of the bug types? Sweet Jeebus, I would not. No. Just, no.
I feel like there would also be a lot more, like, rangers to regulate Pokemon.
Oh, yeah.
Mainly just to make sure that both Pokemon and people were okay.
Oh, yeah. Like, Pokemon Ranger would be a viable career choice.
Which, I have yet to actually play a Pokemon Ranger game.
I've played Shadows of Almia and Guardian Sons. Both of which are actually very, very good.
Like, I want to play one, but I just don't have the thing to play it on.
Well, technically you do, I'm just not sure how it would be possible. Because in theory, you could emulate it and use something like a drawing tablet.
I could do that.
Because most of the motions in Pokemon Ranger is drawing a circle. You know?
Yeah.
So if you had an easy-ish way to draw a circle on an emulator...
How does nature power turn into swift and rain?
Ooh, got a bunch of candy there, which is nice. I think
Nuzleaf
I might
is
actually
a...
max out the amount of candy I have from these raids.
Nuzleaf is a grass dark
fine by
type,
me.
so let's go with Lairon for this.
Alright. Now we can start working our way over Biofernata. Actually, wait, hang on. Yeah.
I love
now
the...
we can actually start making our way.
I love the sprite for Nuzleaf. He's like, oh!
And I've also got a trade finished up, which... Let's check that, because that could be important.
Yay! Zubat, Lure, and Bite.
Yay! Zubat is actually useful. Yay! A bot! I'm out of the trade loop! Yay! Oh, and it's actually a really good shiny, too. And it's also a shiny starter.
Is it legit?
No.
Hello, Invisible Kecleon.
But no, that shiny was not legit, and that's what makes this worse. Alright, Chespin. There. And away we go! We're on the road again.
Bye-bye, Kecleon.
And on the topic of Kecleon, can we just acknowledge how cute it is that Kecleon are actually the shopkeepers in
Mystery Dungeon.
most of the Mystery Dungeon titles?
Yeah, but if you try to steal from them, they're a pain in the ass.
Well, yeah, because you stole from them.
The only time I have successfully escaped from a Kecleon was when their shop was right next to the stairs.
And of course you stole from that one, didn't you?
Yep.
Well, was that towards the end of the dungeon at least? Because
it was in the
they will follow you.
It was in the what's it called? The 99th floor tower.
Ah. And what floor were you on?
I can't remember. It's somewhere higher up because they don't really appear on the lower levels.
Ah. But yeah, it's one of those deals of Kecleon, if you steal from it, it will follow you.
I think it's something like 20 to 30 and upwards that they start appearing in that dungeon.
Makes sense.
I have yet to actually finish that tower.
I'm pretty sure that I will at least attempt that tower in DX at least once.
I've yet to actually start DX. It's been sitting on my shelf, but I just haven't started it.
I would still like to be your partner in that one. And if you're wondering, for extra referencing, I guess, Charmander.
Charmander?
Yeah, I took the quiz. It said I was a Charmander.
Oh.
So, if you want to add that little detail to it... And I've got 2 more eggs in reserve.
Because you can choose your partner or and yourself in the DX one, can't you?
Yes, if you don't like what the quiz gave you, you can change. And you can also change your partner if you're not happy with your partner either. Which, for me, I ended up being okay with the starter choice because I'm like, yeah, that tracks. Okay. And then I ended up picking Cubone because I knew that there would be the electric types early on, and I wanted to make sure that I at least had Lightning Rod to kind of deal with that issue. You know?
Yeah.
And then the Moltres fight happened, and dear God, that was brutal.
Did you manage to hire it?
That you can recruit it the second time. I haven't gone back for the second time yet.
Ah, okay.
Because yes, I am eventually going to do that. Or at least, I'm going to see if the people watching actually want me to do that or not.
I still find it mildly funny, like the sprite size difference, but it still only takes up 1 space.
Hmm?
From, like, a regular Pokemon to the legendary birds in that game.
Oh. Yeah. And then we will go to the Poké Portal and start a trade.
I found a nugget!
Nice! You can sell that for money.
Ah, I'm in the grass. I don't want to be in the grass.
But, anyway, back to the conversation. The first fight was just brutal. Like, even with items, it was rough. And I think I don't want to say the hardest part about it is because, yeah, I'm actually going to say this. Cubone was not the right play there. Because Cubone is actually has has the move Bone Club, just by default, which makes sense. And then it gets Bone Meringue later, and Bone Meringue is super useful because it goes out in a straight line and hits multiple targets. The problem is Moltres is a flying type. So Bone Meringue cannot be used.
Speaking of Cubone, here's a thought for you, right?
Hmm?
We got a Alolan Marowak, right? So why did we not get an Alolan Cubone?
I'm not the developer, I don't make the rules. That's right, you.
Ooh, person. Hello.
But anyway, back to that whole experience. So, most of the time, Cubone was just getting knocked out by Moltres. And I'm just here doing the, oh dear god, I need to up my damage, what the heck do I do? And considering it's a boss fight, most items will either not be effective or will be nerfed in some way.
I found like with the birds, the best way that I've seemed to have done it is take sleep seeds and just throw sleep seeds at it.
My guy, that only lasts for like one turn.
1 or 2 turns. But it can still give you, some extra time.
I understand that, but again, it was just like only 1 or 2 turns. Also, grimy food actually ended up coming in handy.
Yes.
Why? Because grimy food has various negative effects when you eat it. From not being able to see, to being poisoned, to being confused. All that fun stuff.
Yeah.
Which, yes, I did end up using to my advantage a couple times.
At least there is like a thing you can put on the PP checker. Not the PP checker, the skill checker. That you can set on your, I think it's your teammate. If they're confused, they won't hit you.
Oh. That's a new one.
Yeah, I think it only comes with like a bit of a higher level.
Oh, for PowerPoint checker, you have to eat gummies for that too. And gummies are different in the remakes.
It's not PP checker. It's something else. But it's basically like when your partner is confused. When they attempt to make an attack, they won't hit you. They will hit everywhere except you.
Still, what you mentioned was a feature related to gummies in older games. Gummies do not work like that in the... They don't work like that in the newer games.
What? That sucks.
Which reminds me, I should at least try, and I really should have. I should have just force-fed my Cubone gummies before that fight to try to get a certain quality that I kind of wanted and or needed, because that would have helped quite a bit. But no, I made the decision and spent like a week grinding out the last 2 floors of Mount Blaze and just tried to survive each time.
have poison powder. Not good.
You're also using Surf on a grass type. What the heck?
I needed the XP.
Yeah, but your type matchup is off. Experience is great, but if you can't win the fight, then I'm just gonna go down here, grab this item really quick. Ooh, oh, an Ultra Ball. Neat. Also, I should check the raids again, just to see if they're. 'Cause technically, I have 3 targets. So I know that evolutions can also show up in 6-star raids.
Berries. Ooh, pineapple berries.
But I think Oranguru is 4-star raids, and then Armarouge is definitely 6-star. But Armarouge is also a Scarlet exclusive, so I'm kind of out of luck there. Unless I find a raid that I can actually get in on.
Also, I'm gonna be right back whilst I go deal with my plate, so I'm gonna go put on stream break. I have returned. And Sam has
Welcome
dealt with
back.
my bot.
Well, yeah, because it's my job to.
I know. But they don't know that. They didn't hear any of that. Oh.
Hello, Hoenn. Welcome to stream, and yes, we have a cat.
We have
It
cat?
is not a shiny cat, so it will be going to somebody else.
For a minute, I thought you meant like your cat. I was like, huh? You want a cat?
No. No, unfortunately, well, the door is shut, and Courage does not care at the moment.
Ah. Is their favorite person home?
Yes. Monday is going to be a nightmare.
Oh. Why?
Because the favorite person is going to be leaving, so the other cat is going to get anxious.
Aww.
See, the box more to somebody else. To the surprise trade. And it's to a bot, so I'm not stuck in a trade loop. You'll love to see it. You'll love to see it, actually.
You love to see it.
Because then I can just do the Bluesky raid and then proceed to move on. So, yeah. I'm not particularly mad about this. I mean, I'm mad it's a fake shiny, but I can just remove it from my box and move on.
Yeet the cheat!
That's the intention. That's the intention. So now we've got this Bluesky raid to deal with. To the shiny box. Here it is. Let anybody in. And we're gonna punch a Bluesky in the face. Repeatedly. Hello, friend. We're bringing a belly bowl. Oh, never mind. For a minute, I thought I had a friend. I do not.
Wondering if your computer might be able to run Pokemon on it.
Yes, it has before. Why?
Future ideas for street.
Maybe. That is all I will say on that one. Maybe.
You'd be surprised how fast you go on the bikes.
And the reason I say maybe is because I do have some other playthroughs that I really should get back to. But I don't want to call it a hyperfixation because I'm technically not diagnosed, but yeah. That's kind of the best way to describe it. I've kind of been here for a while. You know? Alright, the party is assembled. Let's punch a Bluesky in the face.
Ah, self-destruct!
But that is literally what we're doing.
Oh, thank God, I survived it. I may be in a bit of a pickle here.
How so?
I don't have any more potions.
Oh dear.
Lyron, you go.
The other teammates are just... Yeah, this is working really, really well. And I'm also helping.
I still do want to try and play the Alola generation at some point. I just don't have anything to play it on, and I don't think it's old enough to have an emulator yet.
It did, and then Nintendo were dicks about it. Because Yuzu and by extension Citra emulated the 3DS. So yeah, Nintendo were dicks. Good haul. Very good haul. Oh, excuse me. Now we move to the next raid, which is water type. And since I tailored Superior's moveset, we are going to be golden. That's right, I don't have Superior in the normal boxes. I have them in the starter box, in which I'm breeding for those. Oh, whoops. Wrong thing.
The giant rock's supposed to have an entrance, but there's no entrance. Okay. Am I supposed to come back here later? Is this for a legendary?
Not entirely sure. I didn't usually worry about that one in particular. That might be another secret power spot.
No, it doesn't have a little square on it.
Then yeah, I don't know.
I mean, this guy just says that giant rock. I would like to believe it may indeed contain ancient ruins, but I see no entrances.
Oh, that might be something for the Reggies.
Alright, let's get out of here.
Okay, we've got an Iron Hands. I'm fairly confident about this raid. The Stonejourner, not so much, but we'll see.
Speaking of Stonejourner, I got one of those the other day on Pokemon
Nice.
Go.
Shiny or not?
No, regular. I got a rare candy.
I don't think that's a legit Iron Hands. I could be wrong though.
What does the trainer name
I
say?
I'm wrong.
Wow, what does the trainer name say for it?
We'll see. I wasn't necessarily paying attention. Oh, it's a Japanese name, so I can't necessarily tell.
I found some pecha berries.
Either way, it got crushed. Nice.
I got the Ayapapa berry.
I'm sorry, the what?
Ayapapa berry.
Oh, that one.
It's the one that kind of looks like
Alright.
a papaya.
Yeah. Yeah. Is it weird that that's one of the berries that I struggle to pronounce?
Not at all. Am I able to get through here without challenging a trainer?
Is it possible? Yes. Can you pull it off in particular? That remains to be seen. And there's an egg. Oh, here's hoping it's...
Oh!
What?
There's a
Wait!
Team Aqua here.
Coffee!
What?
Shiny Quaxley!
Holy shit! Is it a legit one?
Dude, I hatched it!
Nice.
Yes, it's legit! Heck yes! Okay! I'm gonna need you to go back to clip it. Starting at like an hour and 10. Actually, no, it's closer to like hour 12, hour 13. Oh, that is so cool! And yes, we're naming it. It's a male.
Well, shit.
I
This is a
think
route
I
I'm gonna have
know
to take
what name it
take on
to.
these trainers. All right.
I'm naming it Salvador. Why? Because I can. And yes, I am going to need that clip later. Okay, let's check you out. Oh, this is so cool. Okay, so you've got you've got a special attack boost feature at the cost of your special defense. That's not awful, but yeah. Pretty rash by nature. I can change that. So yeah, we're not gonna worry about it. Instead, I'm gonna be super giddy. And what do I do with my Quackpavel now? Because I've got the shiny form. I've got Salvador. Oh my gosh. Oh, actually, I should... I should move Leif and Salvador out of the... breeding box, technically. So I'm gonna make some space. And these are Pokemon that I don't necessarily need. And I'm not necessarily using them for raids right now. But I am gonna keep my starter Quackpavel because I am using that in raids. So, yeah, we're... My second Masuda Method Hoenn. And I got it on stream today, which is even better. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I got crit.
There we go.
And Zubat wants to learn Wing Attack.
This is so cool.
Let's get rid of Leech Life. It doesn't really do that much.
This is so cool. And now I have to figure out which two I'm going to replace. So I think it's going to be Charmander and Chikorita for the next two. So that way I can start on Generation 2 as well. Hun, please tell me you saw that! Please tell me you saw. That was so cool! And now we've got 3 eggs to go. I'm genuinely hoping that there is a shiny within the last 3 eggs. Because that would be cool. But I'm not expecting it, you know?
So apparently I can't do anything until I get some Pokeblock. Like, I gotta get a Pokeblock case.
That's gonna be in, I believe in...
Lily Cove.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to find my way out of here.
At least it's in one of the contest halls. I'm not sure if you've already been there. Tiny Quaxley today. That was so cool. Oh. Excuse me.
Crap.
You okay?
Yeah, I just alerted a trainer.
Well, at least it'll give you more practice. Now I'm wondering when Fuecoco's gonna show up. Excuse me. Because Quaxley, let me check, was 143.
I'm wondering if I may have to go back to the last place that I went to.
Probably.
Because I need heals.
Probably. But yeah, Quaxley was 143 eggs, which was still under odds. So that's 2 under odds Masuda hunts. I'm scared now. Because the next hunt has a very good chance of actually going over odds. Which for breeding, if you're curious, using this method is 1 in 683.
My team ain't looking too good.
You need to heal. Grab your flyer and get to a Pokemon Center, man.
Do I even have my flying type on me right now? Hold on, let me check.
Coffee.
Oh shit.
3 Pokemon in the shiny in this raid. I don't think the Greninja's legit. Yeah, the Greninja is not legit. But the Ceruledge. Oh. First time I've seen that. The Ceruledge actually attacked the bot.
Oh damn.
So, yeah, that happened. Yes, the Entei has a hat. I'll explain why in a minute, because that's gonna get into a whole different tangent that I don't like. Also, how did you see the shiny? Please tell me you saw the shiny.
I got a message. Who messaged me?
You
Okay. It was just a ping
you
on the
didn't
server.
answer my question. Please tell me you saw. The shiny Quaxley that I hatched. Oh. So I will have to show you the shiny then. Give me a second. This raid is almost done. But yeah, I hatched another shiny.
Jesus, I'm getting all the pings today. Oh, finally, I made it to Lily Cove. Pokemon Center.
And make sure you stop by the contest hall. And you don't need to get to the Bluesky. Yeah, that's terrestrializing. But first, because if I don't do this, I'm gonna be annoyed. Because I know you're in chat.
I'll take a quiz. Which machine gives you information?
Shiny duck! Shiny duck! And hatched it, which is even better. But anyway, to answer the Entei question. Yes, shiny duck. Ugh. What Game Freak decided to do was give... Yes, he does. So what Game Freak decided to do, they gave 2 sets of legendaries different forms. Generation 2 got the past paradox, and Generation 5, with the Swords of Justice, got the future paradox forms. They turned the legendary beasts into dinosaurs. I saw it and immediately hated it. Especially because they turned Suicune into a freaking Tyrannosaurus Rex. Which, you don't do that to something as elegant as Suicune. Arguably, Entei got the best out of the treatment, and yes, they turned them into dinosaurs. They turned the legendary dogs into dinosaurs. And yes, I hate them with a passion.
We have the Pokeblock case.
Yay! And then they turned the Swords of Justice into robots. Which was not as bad. So I am kind of happy that I have Violet version for that reason. Squirtle! Who is not shiny. Oh. What? Why am I naming you? You are not shiny. So yeah, I don't like the past Paradox legendaries because just arguably they should not have touched the legendaries with the Paradox forms to begin with. Simply because they're legendaries. They're already good. You don't need to mess with them anymore. You know? But anyway, I don't wanna be too negative because that would damage the vibes, which would not be good. So we're not doing that. But that's two shinies in this batch of eggs.
This poor woman, she gave birth to quadruplets.
What? Just what?
I just went into someone's house and they've had like 4 kids that look exactly the same.
Wait, is that a legitimate totodile? Yes, that is a legitimate totodile. However, since I already have a totodile, I don't need a second one. Oh.
I need a Pokemart. Where's a Pokemart? Oh, that's May. I don't want to talk to May yet.
I think the only one that doesn't have a Pokemart is Pacifilog. And then with Lilycoat, you've got the department store. Which you do have an optional rival fight in front of that department store. Hello, Pichu.
Thank you, sir. I got a TM. What's TM 44? Oh, it's Yawn.
Oh, there are better moves you could have received. Oh, Weavile. Nice.
I found a hard scale!
Man. Nice.
And I found a Pokeball.
Also nice. It's what most Pokeball you need to buy.
Oh, I see an entrance to something over there.
Oh.
Well, I guess I'm gonna have to beat May first then.
You know, we're not gonna send that negativity out. That just does not need to exist.
Oh, Pokemon Museum.
There. Alright, the last 2 eggs. Here's hoping there's a shiny in at least one of them. And now if I get a duplicate shiny Quaxley, I can say, "Hey Darkest, do you want a shiny Quaxley?" Because I'm not going for a shiny living dex at the moment, so I don't really have a reason, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'd rather give away the extra shinies to somebody who would actually, you know, appreciate them. And Darkest shiny luck is kind of bad as it is. So, yeah. Though it's one of those deals of even if I said it to his face, he would just look at me and do the yeah, you're right. You know? Okay, what is Ursaluna doing here? I mean, the two Annihilates I get because ghost typing, but Ursaluna? Huh. Also, Garchomp? Okay, here we go. I mean, I know what my strategy is to begin with, so basically Screech and then either Shadow Claw or Rage Crest.
Here we go, rival fight.
May is notoriously easy. You got this.
We're about equally matched for levels right now.
Legit.
We're about equally met for levels right now. Also, I have a bot. Fun times. And it's another ban evader.
Hold on. Done. You are welcome.
Thank you.
But yeah, we do not appreciate viewer bots. Right. It's not appreciated.
Do you just straight up ban them or do you report and then ban?
If I'm not doing something, I will report, but because I'm also streaming, I'm just straight up banning them. Because for me, it does take an extra few minutes just to type out the report, so...
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, where's the next raid?
Bye-bye, Grovile.
Where is the next...
Slugma, yes, I will change. Marsh Top.
It is a grass type. I'm hoping it is 5 stars or higher. It is 4 stars. You don't need to worry about it. Now, where are we going?
Pelipper. Minetrix.
Ah! I'm sorry, Swablu! I didn't mean to run. I didn't mean to do that. Well, want one of the eggs. Is it shiny? Is it shiny? Nope. It is the Squirtle though.
Yay, my Nettrick is now level 32. And Zubat is level 23.
Another yay!
And my Zubat's evolving.
I told you it was like 20 to 25.
Mm-hmm.
And now you just need to have high friendship with it. Which, considering that you've been carrying it around for how long?
A while.
You might be getting close to a Crobat. Might being the operative word.
Yep, there she goes.
Well, that's an interesting name.
What?
It's not important. They sent me a gem shiny.
Ah, okay.
And then we've got one more egg to hatch. And then we'll trade out that egg. Whether we trade loop or not is yet to be seen. And once we're done,
Well, it didn't win the lottery.
you were expecting to?
I have won the lottery on a Pokemon game before.
And which one was that?
I don't remember which one had one last time.
And how long ago was that? Also, last egg of the batch.
I think it was Crystal. I think.
Quaxley! Not shiny. Quaxley, not shiny. So I'm going to do a little bit of box rearrangement because I'm just going to grab my Japanese Ditto here, and we're going to grab Masquerada, because Masquerada has yet to produce a shiny, Skeledirge, which is also yet to produce a shiny, Squirtle, because that has not produced a shiny yet, and then I think we're gonna finish up the line with Charmander, and I do have an English Charmander, so this Japanese Ditto should work just fine. And then we're gonna start on Gen 2, so Chikorita. Which means I need to add some more counters. So I need Charmander in Pokemon Violet using Suda. No shiny charm. And then I will need Chikorita, which is Generation 2. I wish they kind of did it alphabetically instead of by Dex order, but that's just me. Chikorita. Here we go. Pokemon Violet. Suda. And no shiny charm. So there we go. Our new counters are in place.
I'm gonna drop a quick save.
topple you around. Travel and moving you.
Let's go take on the trainers that I couldn't take on before.
And Quaxley, I need to trade you, so we're gonna do that real quick. And then it's one of those deals of I will set up a timer and we will just start producing eggs. And I do want to check this raid real quick. See if it's something that I want to go for. And right as the trade finished. So I don't need to worry about I don't need to worry about eggs hatching on me right now. Thank you for the gent shiny. At least I'm not stuck in a trade loop.
Yes.
Which makes me happy. Release you. There we go. Checking the raid. That is a 3-star Luxia raid. This is not really a good spot, so I'm gonna move up a little bit. Just so that way we have a little bit more ground. Here we go. This is better. This is much better. So, we will open up the picnic menu and make a sandwich. And I don't need Miraidon because I cannot get eggs from you. So... make a sandwich. And usually I go with... no. Usually I go with a great peanut butter sandwich. For eggs. I could do a different sandwich that uses Herba Mystica, but I kind of don't want to waste the herbs. So I usually save those for outbreaks. And I will grab my phone because unfortunately you can't see the sandwich timer when you're in a picnic, which is kind of annoying. So 30 minutes will start right now. Because that is when the sandwich power is active. And I will throw the little soccer ball for Pokemon to play with. Oh, Chikorita uses Vine Whip on it! That is adorable! And then Charmander just proceeds to headbutt it in... Aww. And then Meowscarada is where? I see the little ones.
Wow, they're ganging up on Godaplaw right now.
Well, it's the Pidgeotto that you should get up first so that you can use Psychic moves without much of an issue. And if we go over here... you're starting to get eggs, which is awesome. And I did learn that you can use an English Ditto and have the other parent be from a different language.
Yeah.
Basically, you just need to have Pokemon from 2 different games. Or not 2 different games, but 2 different places.
Yeah.
And you should still get a similar result. Which you'll be seeing my shiny Ditto once that can start happening. Hi, Masquerada. Wait. Where's Squirtle? And where's Skeledirge?
Man, these Pokemon really don't like Ottawa.
No, but you still should be. Well, you should be able to use psychic moves now. Relatively easily, because you don't have a dark type on the field.
Yeah.
So, make use of that special attacking stat.
Well, me and Golbat's actually coming in handy because Wing Attack is doing so much.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's a flying move against 2 grass types. Plus stab, which is nothing to sneeze at.
Money!
Nice. So you can buy more healing items and PowerPoint restoring items. Wait, no, I don't think you can actually buy PowerPoint restoring items, which opportunity there.
You can use berries. Like certain berries will increase the PP.
Yeah, like Lepa berries mostly. Oh wait, hang on. Skeledirge, how did you get down there? Squirtle, how did you get there? What? What happened here, guys?
Just yes. Yes.
At least the other 3 are behaving because they're asleep. They're asleep and they're relatively close to the picnic table. Actually, hang on. If I do this. Hey! Okay, that just brings everybody to me. Okay. But I can at least bring them back when they stray a little too far. Neat. Oh. Still, 2 shinies in that patch. God, I was not expecting that. And if you want to see my surprised reaction to Bulbasaur, the clip is up on Dungeon Brewer Media on YouTube.
Actually, I'm
So
wondering.
by all means, go check it out.
How's Golbat not able to learn fly? It's got a big enough wingspan.
I don't know. I think Crobat can though. Or at least it normally does. I don't know.
Which is weird considering Crobat has no legs.
He has little feet. He has no leg, but he has foot.
Well, I didn't include that on the sprite.
I don't make the rules.
Up until this moment, I have believed that Crobat has no peats.
I'm forgetting which model I saw it with, because one of the models absolutely has
Okay, I'm gonna look this up. Hang on.
Little feet for him, I thought.
Crobat. Images. Yeah, on the actual sprite, he has no feet.
I'm sorry, it's been years since I've played it, but I think one of the spin-off games gave him feet.
Like, there are people that have drawn him with feet, but I don't think, like, on the actual, like, how it appears, it doesn't have feet.
Well, he should have feet. Oh no.
Crobat no peats.
Okay. Note to self, sliding down the edge is not a good idea.
We'll just lump in Crobat with Diglett of do they have feet?
Well, honestly, I think Diglett does not have feet.
Though apparently they do. They're never above ground for them to see it. But apparently they did manage to catch one and find out that they do have feet. It's just no one knows what they look like.
What game was this?
It's not this one. It's a later generation game.
Okay, because like every game, the Pokédex entry has
it's like
speculated that they have feet, but it's not outright confirmed, and
you find it from talking to someone.
And I was going to say in the Mystery Dungeon remake, because I know Explorers of Sky doesn't address it, but the remake does. That there is a line that Diglett says, "I still feel like my feet still feel like I'm in the air," and everybody just looks at Diglett like,
yeah, like, you got feet. I remember that line. Everyone's just so confused, like, you have feet.
Like, yes, it's basically an offhand line, but it's still pretty funny. And I need to be careful because I fell off the edge last time. And if I fall off the edge, I end up closing the picnic, which is not great. Because that means I won't be able to grab eggs. Oh. Hello, friend. Hello. Aww. Hi, Squirtle. Aww. Very cute.
Okay, now it's the ground type. I can change to Marshtomp.
Yes. And drench it in water. And then if it survives after that, you switch into either a Manectric or a grass type and proceed to just wreck it that way.
There we go.
Color change is not...
It fainted.
Color change is not the best ability.
Seviper. That one is, I think, straight poison type.
Mm-hmm.
Lairon.
I would suggest either Marshtomp or Trapinch. considering that Trapinch is paralyzed, Marshtomp's gonna be the better option.
True, but Laron is immune to poison in most cases.
You also have a ground move.
It's a steel
This is
type.
also Generation 3, so that might actually not work.
I mean, Metal Claw took it down to a smidge of health, so... It's dead.
Oh.
Okay. Let's heal the Pokemon. And then we can take on these trainers.
You can do it. I believe in you.
Use
Also,
Lava
we're
Cookie.
just about at 2 hours, so just so you know.
I'll probably finish up with these guys, and then, probably call it.
Alright. I mean, I'm just grabbing eggs, so I don't think we're gonna have another shiny. At least as of today.
Oh, okay, use Whirlwind and you dragged out something that'll be even more, you know, effective against you, but okay. Bye-bye.
Keep in mind, it's technically AI. Never claimed it was smart.
Though looking at Golbat in this generation, it honestly looks more on the purple side than the blue side than it is.
Yeah.
It's like a nice shade between a purple and a blue.
I chalk that up to the fact that the sprites were like super saturated, and then when they switched to models, it didn't work.
Mm.
Or at least it doesn't work for most.
At least Golbat has like an easy level up. It doesn't take like a long time.
It's friendship, so it could be either. Like, if you just catch a Golbat, it's gonna take a while for it to evolve into Crobat. Whereas if you evolve
Oh no,
it,
what I
you
meant is
get
like what I meant is
Golbat
like the
Crobat.
in terms of how much it needs to level up.
Again, it's a friendship evo.
Also, this kind of person is new to me. A Hex Maniac.
Ghost types. And
Oh, wow.
psychic types.
Duskull looks creepier in this generation.
Hey, don't bash Duskull.
No, I'm saying it from the point of view of how the eye looks in the sprite.
Oh, yeah.
Because, like, I know it's got, like, a red eye that sort of goes between each eye.
Oh,
But,
if
like-
you want creepy, look up Duskull in, like, Pokemon Colosseum and Pokemon Battle Revolution, because
Oh, no, I've seen
that's
those.
gonna get you creepy.
But it's just the fact that, like, the eye itself has a lighter outline, and it's not quite behind the eye socket like it should be, so it looks creepier.
I would like to think it's also the angle of the sprite, too.
Also, Shuppet's eyes are a different color than they should be. They're, like, yellow, green, and blue.
Yeah, that's always been the color of Chocolate's eyes.
I
Or
thought
at
they
least
went with
I
just a
thought it
little bit
was.
yellow later. Like yellow and black.
Not really, no.
Well, either way, I like the look of that person. I think that's all the trainers? Let's go find out.
At least make your way to a Pokemon Center so you can at least heal and then call it.
Well, actually... Safari. I want to try Safari.
Oh god. Oh boy.
Here I go. Off on a wild excursion.
The fact that people shiny hunt in the Safari Zone too, just
What is this soundtrack?
is that a good exclamation or a bad exclamation?
It's a what the hell is this exclamation. Okay, got Oddish already. Again, I have an Oddish already. I swear if there's nothing here but Oddish.
No, there's more.
Oh shit, Wobbuffet.
See? There's more. Away from the ledge. Everyone is napping, which is awesome.
Dang it, ran away. Let's see if I can find another one. Yep, found another one.
So, are you actually like looking for something in particular, or
Just seeing what I got.
seeing-
Hey, I caught the Wobbuffet. Wobbuffet's data. Wobbuffet, the patient Pokemon. Usually docile, the Wobbuffet strikes back ferociously if its black tail is attacked. It makes its lair in caves or it waits for nightfall.
You know, I would like to think that the actual Pokemon for Wobbuffet is the tail. Actually, because if you notice, there are two little eyes on its tail.
Yeah.
Also, can we just acknowledge that the female version of Wobbuffet just has lipstick on it for some reason?
Yep. Oh, can I go over this?
Aw.
Or do I need... I think I need the other bike for this.
Yeah, it looks like you'll need the acro bike. Because you'll need to hop. And I think since the Gen 3 Safari Zone is step-based, it's actually easier if you're on your bike.
Let's see what water types we can get here. Ooh, a Psyduck. Haven't got one of those yet. Dang it.
Just waiting for eggs. I'm sorry I'm not being, well, as talkative.
That's alright. I'm just focusing on this.
There isn't really much to, you know, talk about
Yeah.
right now. Well, at least I got one egg. And considering it took 6 batches to get the Bulbasaur, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm expecting another 6 batches until I get it. And then it's a case of which one sparkles. Because if it's one of the Generation 9 ones, then I can start breeding Cyndaquil, which is nice.
I was so close on getting that Psyduck.
Aw.
Had 3 rocks as well.
Why are you throwing rocks at them?
I'm not. I was saying like the 3 Pokeball rocks before it bust open.
Oh. Sorry, well, when I hear rock, that's one of the options.
That's the earlier safaris.
Well, it was rock, and then it got changed to mud. Which, either way, I look at and it's just like,
I got it.
Nice.
Psyduck, the duck Pokemon. When its headache intensifies, it starts using strange powers. However, it has no recollection of its powers, so it always looks befuddled and bewildered.
So is that why it's not a psychic type? Because
Yes.
it just forgot?
It's because it has a headache so severe, it just forgets.
I feel kind of bad. The Psyduck is in so much pain that it's causing memory loss.
Well, that's why Golduck is a lot better for it. Because at that point, it's evolved to adapt.
But Golduck's not a psychic type either.
No, but it can use psychic moves.
Yeah,
Ding dong,
that's why I'm
time's up.
saying the typing kind of doesn't make sense. Or at least with Psyduck it does, because it's got memory loss.
Actually, I'm gonna
But
double
why
check
is
that.
Golduck not?
Is
Why
Golduck?
is Golduck
I'm gonna look up
not a
Golduck.
psychic type?
Oh yeah, it is only a water type. Huh. Okay, I fought you.
I ditto. I love Skeledirge. Everyone is playing around, and Yaskarada is taking a nap. Very cat-like. I will admit, I do wish you could make either like a mini sandwich or some other Pokemon treat to give to your Pokemon while you're in a picnic. Or making curry in Generation 8. That just seems a little bit more fun. Also gives you kind of a reason to use all the berries that you've been finding. You know?
Me.
And also the friendship evolution is easier to do. Because if you would give a Pokemon a treat, it would boost the friendship with you. And there could also be a chance that a Pokemon shows up and wants to join your team if you're in Generation 8.
Can you get a Soothe Bell in this generation?
Soothe Bell? I believe so, but you have to make it. Which means you have to go to Shell Cave, which means you have to find one of my children. I think. I could be wrong. but still, I get the feeling that you would at least attempt to use Steel, because it's a pretty solid ice type.
Maybe.
And yes, if anyone is wondering, I kind of wish that Steel was in Generation 9, because I would absolutely go after one. And yes, you would put it in the Blueberry Terrarium, because that's the polar biome. Where Steel would, actually be. But did they? No. They did not. Don't fall off the edge.
Found a Max Repel. What is this thing?
Max Repel?
No, there's like a thing by the ocean. It's like a white structure with a yellow ball on top.
Are you talking about the lighthouse?
No, it's not a lighthouse. I don't know. It looks like a buoy, but like on land.
I think that might actually be a lighthouse, and they didn't have... Either they didn't have the time or the assets to make it a full-on, a full-on lighthouse like they did in, I believe it was Slateport?
Yeah.
Because, remember, Hoenn is a region that is predominantly on a coastline, so I'm not exactly surprised that it's there.
Yeah.
Oh, Sky Pillar is where you get Rayquaza. Have they told you to go out there yet?
They're saying like, don't go over there. Totally not obviously wanting you to go over there.
Sure, you guys were talking to yourselves. Sure.
I'm gonna see if there's anything out here on the water, though. Tentacle.
Oh, hi, Squirtle. I'm sorry I woke you up. And timer's done, so we'll do one last check. And yes, we'll grab the egg and wrap it up. And close out the picnic. And I was going to this raid over here. And before I get too far ahead of myself, we'll swap in Blitz, our flame body user, and then we will.
Okay, so I can't go anywhere in the hideout until I deal with the leader on Route 122.
But that's a problem for future coffee to deal with.
Yes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over to the gym and leave myself in front of it and save there.
Alrighty. And I've got eggs set. for hatching off stream. Because when you wrap, I wrap. That's how we do it. Or at least that's how we do it today because we're streaming together.
Yes. Oh. Oh. Okay. So, for anyone who has stayed with us this long, thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, please consider dropping me a follow and dropping Sam over here a follow, who is Dungeon Brewer, who I'll just give a quick shout out to.
Thank you. I usually try to stream 3 days a week. I'm not sure about Monday because I've got stuff going on. So we'll see. We'll see.
So let's see.
Or at least I know I can confirm Wednesday for sure because that's the soul link.
Yes.
But yeah, please make sure to follow and ring those notification bells so you'll be notified the next time we're live.
And if you want to, you can also go check out previous streams, which I'm still catching up on, over on YouTube at the same name, Chaotic Coffee Boy. And if you want to see me playing some games with other friends of mine, you can go and check out Agents of Chaos. Both links to it are underneath the stream window right now, but if you're watching from YouTube, on my channel, then you can find a link to Agents of Chaos in the description. So I am gonna send you over to my friend Gamer Freak, who's playing Stardew Valley.
Nice. And while you're doing that, I'm gonna finish up the wrap up because it wasn't really a joint wrap up. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. Please